Today we're wearing the bikini bottoms, the bathing suit for something different. My mom's all the way in my bedroom watching her church shit. Of course, we all know she's sitting there longing and wishing she were still back in Massachusetts, but I have to keep reminding you guys. Alright, I'm a little chilly, maybe this was a bad idea, but we're gonna have to stick with it, aren't we? Let me remind you guys, especially in the winter, okay, they make it to church, some of them, probably because they live right there, close by. I guess hell or high water, they're going to make it to church, and have church even in blizzards, even in bad storms, I don't know. What I do know is my mom's sitting there, and how do I know that for sure? Because I don't just talk off my ass ever. I don't talk out of my ass when I say stuff about her or whatever, because she'll be like, oh, they're having this meeting or this group or this, that, or whatever. I'm like, Mom, you're not there. You're thousands of miles away from there. You're not there. Like, what, you know? And I'm sure she longs to be back there, but I need to point out to anybody new, to anybody who's just forgotten, to anybody who hates me and is watching this and has conveniently forgotten, nobody was picking her up. The pastor's wife did it once, just once in months, but nobody was picking her up once she was not mobile. Once, and you cannot blame them. And that's why I laughed my ass off at the woman. She just wants my mom to be quiet. She wants my mom to be quiet, talking about her coming to visit, or this, that, or whatever. People aren't going to come. My mom's just insane, okay? But she's like, Lauren needs to get you into a church. You're not going to church yet? Like, call them up. Somebody will come and get you. And nobody's going to come and get her when she can't walk. They're not. They're not. I don't care. She's talking about switching over to maybe a Catholic church. I don't believe. I'm sorry. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't believe there's anybody who's going to come get a total stranger who can't walk. Nobody wants that fucking liability. But the fact that the church, any church person back there, particularly somebody I know, putting that in her head pisses me off to no end. And I overheard it, and I know it happened. So I'm not talking off my ass when I say she's watching this stuff and thinking, why can't I be there? Why can't I be back in Massachusetts? I'd be going to church. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. I witnessed it. I was sad for you. They're not going to come get you, and they know you forever. They know you for a decade or more. You think total strangers are going to come get you here? She let me sleep. It's a miracle she let me sleep. But she did stupid, fucking dangerous for her potentially crap while I was sleeping. I woke up, she was in the bed, and her wheelchair was facing the opposite direction. And she's never done that before, which tells me she must have gone into the bed with it facing that direction. Not a smart thing to do at all. And then if there was, God help us, if there was an emergency, and I was hurt, and you needed to get up out of that bed like you do all the time anyway, you'd have to turn your wheelchair around because you were facing the TV wall instead of facing your pillow like you're supposed to do. I've never seen her do that one before. She actually, while I was sound asleep, got up and got the clicker. Remember, I let her have the clicker, but she put Love and Monsters on, and she did not have it loud, so that was good. But she could have woken me up. I wanted to let you sleep. Mom, I don't want you to get up at like 5 and wake me up at 6 or something like that, but the last time I put you back to bed was 5:10, so if you woke up like at 8, you definitely could have woken me up. She didn't wake me up till nearly 9, so by the time we change her, because of course she's soaked, and then she goes and I prepare her breakfast, and then we have to have her meds, and then go pee again before she has breakfast. Also, she has to get dressed, all this crap. She misses part of her church thing. That's just life. So, she's lucky I'm letting her watch it at all. But can you imagine how I feel? I overhear this crap because my mom puts people on speaker sometimes, not all the time. And it's like condemning of me. Do you have a church yet? Name of my mom? No. Well, you need to get one. Tell Laura to find you a church. Call them up, and then my mom will be like, well, you have no way to get there. Somebody will come get you. Just call them up. Ignorant. So fucking ignorant. And just putting these false ideas into my mother's head. Okay? Unreal. Open this one just so I can have variety. So I'm grabbing one. I don't have to use up one at the same time. I can have them all open. And then I can use different ones on different days. This one's vanilla, the other one's orange, so I just mixed vanilla and orange. I made a lip creamsicle. She's watching her church thing and the dryer's going, so I don't have to worry about her hair and me in any universe. Dark secrets broken in, they wreck your heart. Anyhow, up 8:50, her. She yelled for me at 8:50. I woke up a minute before that. Woke up at 7, but I woke up at 7:08 and pissed in the fucking cup. And pissing in that cup, she probably would have woken up at that time since she had been sleeping since. She'd been sleeping since, like 9:30. You know, so I pissed in the cup and it earned me almost 2 extra hours sleep. Mom 9:30 bed, me 1 a.m., but then I corrected it. By the time I was actually in bed, it was 1:08. Mom up 4:49, she slept all night, explanation point, changed her, and of course she was peed. Back in bed 5:10, me 5:20, I got to sleep nearly 4 hours straight, explanation point. And then I woke up at 7:08, I peed in the cup, pissed in the cup, don't care, don't care, don't care. And she, even though she woke up earlier, whatever she was doing, it's not my, she does what she does, and if I'm not awake to know it and something bad happens to her, it's out of my hands, not my problem, okay? Up 8:50, her, and I woke up 1 minute before. I got to wake up on my own instead of waking up to have my name screamed by her, so. And that was nice. And I already told you, just like yesterday when she let me sleep, and I got to sleep, I have a constructive day. I get things done. I get cleaning done. I get, you know what I mean? I get things done. I get bills paid, cleaning done, get caught up on my important deep reading, stuff Joe sends me and stuff I subscribe to that they send me. And I just feel better overall. But I can never count on it, so. Do have constructive days when she lets me sleep the night before. And again, she's letting me sleep and she's sleeping. She's still falling asleep, unfortunately, watching her thing. She wanted a wet face cloth. I'm like, Mom, you either stay awake. I've seen her, that's a wet face cloth is a crutch. It doesn't do shit. If you're tired, you're gonna fall asleep. I've given her a wet face cloth before. It doesn't do anything. And then a few minutes later, she's sound asleep. Still watching TV or whatever. She's not having a wet face cloth anywhere near my computer in my room. She doesn't need it. She's falling asleep because she's bored, probably. She likes the singing music and sometimes doesn't like the talking as much, which is understandable. But if she can't stay awake, I'm not going to go and run and get her a wet face cloth. Either stay awake watching your church stuff that I'm nice enough to let you watch in my room on my PC, or don't. Or don't. Or don't. Because she slept all night. She slept a lot. You know, sometimes she's more tired, sleeping more. I don't know. Again, I do the best I can with her. Like, seriously. Seriously. I'm just like, whatever, Mom. You know, you should have called me. You shouldn't have got up out of bed, and you should have, if you weren't gonna, you know, and you should have definitely not facing your wheelchair in the wrong direction in case you did have to get up for whatever reason quickly, if it was an emergency or for whatever. I told you I did not water fast yesterday because I needed to bathe. I have half of my shower left. I usually wash my body, but I didn't do that. I took even a less shower, you know. I'm always paranoid about her. And that time I told you that she actually does insane things like calling me because the FedEx guy's here dropping off a package. I had told her I was in the shower. She's shouted for me before when she knows I'm in the shower. Her and her mentally ill friend, she was visiting. Actually, well, I was in the shower and they told them I'm taking a shower, right? Come and knock on the door when I'm in the middle of my shower, asking me about the TV. Can you tell me how to fix? Get the fuck away from me! She had her friend do her dirty work, and she did it like a good little girl, you know. And I'm in the shower. Don't be talking to me about how to fix the goddamn TV or get a movie on or whatever. Watch fucking something else, you know. I yelled at both of them. Get away. Let me have some peace. Like, you'd be like, well, they're sick. They don't know any better. I don't fucking care. Again, neither does Joe. I think he's going to just attribute it when she's trying to get out when there's nowhere to go, when I'm running into my dentist quickly. It wasn't an appointment. It was to get a thing to look at these two teeth and see how we could fix them sometime in the future, because it was not a good job that the new one she'd done in the first place, okay? And she stands by her work. And, you know, and Joe agreed. Should not fucking stop. Why did it stop? It should not stop. Anyhow, when my mother is she ruined. My mother's always like, "Can Joe take us places? Can we go somewhere with him?" Or Joe doesn't want to go anywhere. To Mom, Joe doesn't want to go anywhere. He has to take me to my bank. I need cash in case I have DoorDash deliveries, or Joe picks up my mom's meds and the copay is hefty. I have to pay Joe the copay. You know what I mean? I have to have cash. So Joe's going to begrudgingly take me and my mom to my bank. He's like, I will drop you guys off there just like last time. Also, he never set up my printer and I need my printouts. I need my bank printouts. I like to have them. But I need cash too. So. And Joe's not going to take us anywhere, Mom, anywhere. You ruined that completely with he had to child lock his car, which we always had to do because you're just trying to get out because you're insane. There's nowhere for you to go. Your walker's in the trunk. I mean, you're not going anywhere by yourself anyway. And then takes her metal ring, and I have to come in, and Joe is so angry, and he doesn't care what anybody says. Anybody ignorant in this world, oh, she's sick, Laura's mom's sick, you have to cut her some slack. No, he doesn't. He doesn't, and you know, taking her metal ring and tapping on the window like a little fucking kid because she couldn't get out the door so she could fall on her face and be hurt or die. I mean, so no, it reaches a point, like I said, I'm doing the best I can with her, and if she does anything, just whatever, when I'm sound asleep or not around, I hate these fucking houses. I hate these fucking hardwood floors. My mom drops things all the time. Every fucking time she drops something, and it bangs loud, whatever it is, and I fear that she has fallen, and my heart starts, and I run in there. You okay? Did you fall? Did you fall? No, it's just a book. No, it's just this. No, because she drops things all the time. And then she does moronic things, but I caught her. She was going to get something to fall in under the bed. Okay? She's supposed to get me if it's something important, like her phone or the remote control to the TV. Not if it's like a pen or something not important. She's not supposed to just, I'm not her gopher, I'm not at her beck and call, okay? And I heard her, thank God. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm going to get the broom. Why are you going to get the broom? Because something fell under the bed. Mom, I told you this before, you're not to try to get anything under the bed when you're in a fucking wheelchair, okay? It's not, you don't, just get me. Because it was something important, and it was way under the bed, and she wouldn't have been able to get it, and I don't want her even trying. So I'm lucky that Joe will do something like really important. Before it was like, I'm not taking you guys anywhere. I'm not having your mom in my car ever again. And who can blame him? Who can fucking blame him? Sitting there with her metal ring and tapping on his back window. I mean, hard. That's what I walked into. And I walked into it, so I witnessed it. And then so it wasn't just Joe telling me. I witnessed, and then he's like, oh yeah, she hasn't stopped doing that. He was so upset. I don't blame him. She doesn't understand. Why can't we go anywhere with Joe? Why won't he help us? Why can't he forgive me? So now the stipulation, as I told you, is when we go anywhere, I have to sit in the back seat with her. And again, it's only on an emergency basis. Me getting to my bank is an emergency. I need to have cash, for different things. Me getting to my bank is an emergency, but I have to sit in the back seat with her, and Joe's like the taxi person, like a taxi chauffeur or something, and she has to go in wherever I go. It used to be when we were in the hotel, Joe would sit in the car with her, and he hated that too, but she'd never pulled that shit where she's taking the metal ring and tapping on the back of his window. She's like, she's not going to damage my car, Laura. I'm not arguing with you, Joe. Trust me, I appreciate everything you've done, and I get it. Didn't end up doing my exercises. I ended up eating instead. I thought I brought the pressure me. I guess I didn't. Oh no, there it is. I ended up eating instead. I am going to try to water fast today and risk going in very quickly. It has to be a quick shower though. Okay? It has to be very quick. It can't, I do conditioning for 5 minutes, but it has to be fairly quick. I can do a quick shower on an empty stomach. I wrote down these lyrics like I wrote down Dark Thoughts. I love that they come one after the other on my MP3 player. Not that I'm going walking anywhere, but pretty soon, You know, at some point this horrible winter will be over. At some point it'll be spring. At some point I'll be able to walk outside. But no, walking outside I'll be listening to the radio. That's right. So there's no long walks for me. So it's, having it come one after the other really is only convenient if I'm dancing on the bed, listening to them. But started watching 2022 Wuthering Heights. Forbidden fruit, lips like poison goes down sweet, it brings you to your knees. The deadly game, they call your name. Dark secrets deep inside you never show. They wreck your heart, but you're afraid of letting go. Dark secrets leave you broken and alone, torn apart. Secrets take their dark secret. The monster pleads to take control, seeking to devour in the twilight hours, tearing at your soul. There's no place to hide in this world where lonely hearts lust and pain collide, where the serpent lies, dark secrets. Oh yeah, I didn't have to write the chorus again. Dark secrets deep inside you never show. They wreck your heart, but you're afraid of letting. Dark secrets leave you broken and alone. Secrets take dark secrets. I pretend to love you. I pretend to care for you. I only want to control you with lies, 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 yeah. When I do it like this, touching my legs, I'm not supposed to. It's supposed to actually be like this. But I'm not really doing it. I'm just doing it half-assed because I need to do it for real over there and watch TV and do it for like an hour. Monster pleads to take control, seeking to devour in the twilight hours, tearing at your soul. There's no place to hide. Pain is collide. We had organic Applegate hot dogs last night. Really salty shit, so we can't, it's very rare. I mean, she's not supposed to have, you know, but it's called a treat. I only buy a couple of packages, you know, when we do grocery order, which we only do grocery order every 3.5 weeks. Organic hot dogs with Dave's Killer Organic Good Seed Bread, and the non-GMO Primal Kitchen avocado mayo. Quite tasty. I had it too. Hers I broke up in all the tiny little pieces like I do with everything for her now. It was because it's easier than having to stumble across her taking these giant bites out of a sandwich or it falling all over the place or whatever. I just do it. Even peanut butter and jelly. I mix up peanut butter and jelly, a ton of it, in a bowl ahead of time so it doesn't break all the bread. And I make it into a soup, peanut butter and jelly soup, and then I mix in the 2 pieces of toast into the peanut butter and jelly and serve it on a plate. So everything now is broken up nice for her. I do that for her. Okay? Because I noticed she had trouble handling sandwiches and taking too big of bites, and then she's eating too fast, and then she might choke, or, and I don't want to hear her choking. So I did it for her and for me, by the way. These things I do for her that help her also help me not go crazy watching her do things that are stupid or dangerous or whatever, okay? So it helps me too. If I try to avoid it, mitigate it, nip it in the bud, then I don't have to be upset, right? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean. Real beauty in a dream divine. Forbidden fruit, lips like wine. Thing goes down sweet, it brings you to your knees. Deadly game calls your name. Toxic, deep inside you never show. They wreck your heart. You're afraid of letting go. Dark secrets leave you broken and alone, torn apart. Secrets take their toll. Dark secrets. The monster pleads to take control. The king to devour in the twilight hour, tearing at your soul. Place to hide in their lonely hearts, lust and pain collide, where the serpent lies. Dark secrets deep inside you never show. They wreck your heart. You're afraid of letting go. Dark secrets leave you broken and alone, torn apart. Secrets take their toll. Pretend to love you.